Oh, what are we doing now? Look at that. I'm 10 miles from Castleton Road. And you're thinking, yeah, okay, Castleton Road. What's the big deal about that? Yeah, it's just a never ending deal making thought process. And yeah, just I went down to that dealer in Tennessee, Wrecking Crew. Gee, thanks, Wrecking Crew guys. You got a CVO Road Glide green. I should have taken a picture of that damn thing. I can't believe I didn't do that. It's a really great paint theme. And, it's just a badass looking bike. It's a badass looking bike. So here's the deal. They wanted 10 grand over. The price of that motorcycle is basically like $45,000, which is a lot of money. But those guys were on like $56,000 or $58,000. And they're not budging on that price. Because I told them take 10 grand off and maybe I'll do something with you. So now, for me, this is what happens in my life. I'm like, oh man, I think it was such a cool road glide. And here's the danger. I've always have had, like the last 8 years, I took a time out for, I guess, 2 years. Or 3, I guess. 2019 is the last time I had a CVO Limited. Before I bought this used one up here at Eisenhower's Chesapeake Harley Davidson. So, now I'm like, well, yeah, do I maybe that Street Glide that I have is so nice. I really do like that red Street Glide. But here's the problem. For me, I'm thinking now, why don't I take the Street Glide and trade it for the CVO Road Glide and sell the Scout Bobber? I don't really think the kids, I just can't see the kid want to ride that motorcycle. And really, she says, which I think she's smart, and I agree with her, she wants to really get comfortable in that street bob, so she wants to ride it. And that's true. When you ride motorcycles, you definitely want to, the more you ride the same motorcycle, the better you become, and the more confident you become with that motorcycle. Like for me, I'm jumping off so many different bikes, and I can honestly say, with me doing that, it kind of throws off your rhythm with the bike that you're on when you're jumping on. But I like the challenge. I'm one of the person, I like to change up. I just like to change up. That's who I am. That's why I have so many cars. That's why I've always had so many cars, is I want to just drive something different. And for me, I've been blessed to be able to have the income to be able to do this stuff. Look at this. This is up north of Bel Air, Maryland. I've never gone around this area. I have business up in this area, but I've never really explored this area. I really like to ride my motorcycles up here because there's a lot of nice riding up in this country up here, but I don't feel like taking that 70 to 95 baloney to get up here. And I guess there's back ways to get here, but anyways, so now the wheels, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, maybe I explore the so here's the ballgame. This dealership will sell it to me at MSRP. Yeah, so they're not going to mark it all up. So in that scenario, I could probably, I could get one if I really want one. Yeah, and the debate is, and the only thing I think about right now with Harley, I think more than ever, the Harley is such a retro motorcycle. And I think as time goes on, that's the CVO. I think the CVOs, they're no longer, Harley ruined the CVO product years ago. They made way too many of them. It just became too many where dealers were having to give them away to get rid of them because it's just a very expensive motorcycle. Well, the new CEO, the Puma man and the kitty cat lady, they took that all away. They totally shut down the overproduction of CVO Harleys. So now, what's going to happen is from 2020 on, the production CVOs just died. Like I got the 2019 CVO from these guys used, and that was probably about the last year that they had a good production of CVOs. From 2020 was the pandemic. So that in itself created challenges, but the new, message to the Harley dealers was, we're not building a dime a dozen CVOs anymore. You'll be lucky to get one or two. I don't really know the numbers, but the whole point is they're not doing the mass production of CVOs anymore. because they don't want the dealers just flood the market and discount them. So my point is, if I pick up this 2022 CVO Road Glide in the green, which I don't know if I don't know. I'd have to say it's a long shot because I don't think many dealers, I don't think this dealership's going to have it. And I don't know. I really don't know at this point. So we're going to go by and talk to the guys today. Plus, I want to get my wife some apparel because she was kind of like, where's mine? When I came home with my nice used CVO motorcycle, my wife was like, oh, wow, you got me a jacket and shirt? This is awesome. I was like, no, I didn't, honey. She's like, oh, really? So I'm going up there today, and I'm going to, take care of my wife and get her some nice apparel. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to talk to these guys and say, hey, what's the ball game? And knowing me, how does this play out? I don't know. I don't know how to play this out. That's the danger. Anyway, once again, the Indians, the Indians are such nice motorcycles that I have down in Tennessee. Do I really part with those? And, really nice subscriber of mine, nice gentleman that follows my channel. He made a really good point, and I don't disagree. He's like, why don't you just ride the Indians down in Tennessee and leave the Harleys up north? And yeah, I agree with him. But here's the challenge. The kid loves the Harley Davidson Street Bob so much. Keep in mind, I'm a parent. If I tell the kid it is what it is, the kid's going to do what she's got to do. But for me, she wants to have fun. And if she's having more fun on the Street Bob, then she's going to drive the Street Bob. So, you're kind of up here in the old country. I love driving down these roads that show just a lot of the good old days, if you know what I mean. And I was just thinking to myself, I should be sharing this with you as we drive down the road instead of looking at my face. And, so anyway, it's right. I don't disagree. But here's, so yes, I agree that we should do that. And we will do that. But at the same time, I don't think my daughter, I just think the separation of that street, of the Scout Bobber, of the Street Bob, I just think that, I already know. She already told her, if you get the Street Bob, we'll probably sell the Bobber. And that's what created that whole deal for that Street Bob. But she got the one that we really like, is because when we were down at Wrecking Crew, they had a brand new red one, and I could just tell that she liked it, but at the same time, she wasn't like over ecstatic about it. And what I think was really great is I looked at her and I said, okay, you understand, if I buy this motorcycle, then I'm selling your Scout Bobber. So you got to tell me if that works. And she was really smart because she looked at me, and I could just tell that red Street Bob wasn't making her overly excited. So she looked at me, and we were right there at that dealership. And that Friday evening, it was like 7 o'clock. They already closed. We were still negotiating a deal, and I was ready to pull the trigger to buy the brand new red one. And she said, let me sleep on it. And I was like, wow, that's really impressive for a young lady like my daughter to say, let me sleep on it. And then when we're walking out the door, that used one that she now owns appears in front of us. And so, I even talk about this. I even say that, had my daughter and us bought that red one, and when we were walking out the door, had we seen that other one, we'd have been like, oh my gosh, I think we would have had to just stop and redo the whole deal. Look at this. All the people with RVs, we can't park at your house. That's not an RV dealer. That's where people are parking their RVs. Look at that place. Old restaurant would be my guess. I have no idea. We're on the old Route 1 here in Bel Air, Maryland. Route 1, these roads used to be the main thoroughfare to get around to places. You didn't always have these big highways. So anyway, so what I'm going back to is, I'd have to say the Scout Bobber should be sold. I'm going to get rid of that. So my thoughts are, if I went to the CVO Road Glide, I could get the green one, and I sold the Scout Bobber, because here's the thing, the CVO Road Glide, it's more money. So for me, it's more of a debt. Yeah, the only way I can kind of come to closure on that is if I pay down the debt using another motorcycle, 2 motorcycles. I'd have to use 2 motorcycles to get the 1 motorcycle. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And in that scenario, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, even though that red streak light really is nice. But I tell you what, that I just think the CVOs, as time goes on, they're going to be a bike that just really holds their value. I just think, as time progresses, because as we know, everything's changing. And I think the retro, the Harleys, here's the thing, the Harley Davidson to me is so retro now, because I own the Indians, and I talked about that in great length. The other, not great length, but I showed you, here we go. What was that? What business? Oh, what was State Highway Administration? Interesting. Yeah, it's just neat to see all the back roads and all the, kind of where we came from, if you know what I mean. What were people doing back in the 50s and 60s? They weren't being told the future every day of their life on a device. Yeah, right. And for me, I'm no fool that when you buy a brand new motorcycle or car, rarely does it have any of great value at that time. It's usually years down the road, years. So things for years. So that's another, yeah, right, buddy. So yeah, I don't know, mixed feelings. And that's the thing about me, more than ever on my YouTube channel, I'm sharing with people my ideas, versus I usually don't talk about this. So, for the years and years of me, I didn't really share this information with people. And that was what's so funny about my wife. Some people don't think I have a wife. Like, where's your wife? We're going to send the police over. But the wife doesn't want to be a part of this video stuff, so which is fine. So, the point is, my wife, I'll roll up in a nice new car or truck or something. My wife will be like, oh my God, yeah, you just got that. But she doesn't know I've been working behind the scenes for, a time frame to get that vehicle. And, so she just doesn't know that, because I'm not talking about it. Because I'm in personal life that learned years ago, you start talking about what you're going to do, and then if it never plays out, here it is. Here is the Eisenhower's Chesapeake. You have to go all the way down. You can't get in here if you go to the light, Yeah, so for me, I learned years ago, man, you think you have a deal done on something, deal doesn't go through, you just argued with your spouse for nothing. It isn't worth it. So I just learned years ago, you're better off kind of knowing for sure something's going to go down before you start having that conversation. Yes. All right, here we are. And my sales guy sold his Diablo back to dealership. And I'm guessing because his wife didn't like it. From my understanding, he's had other nice motorcycles, and his wife isn't excited about that Diablo, the way she sits in the back of it or something. Not really sure on that, but I mean, it's a beautiful bike, but it sounds like the power of woman. Do you remember that video I made yesterday? So that's a really cool bike. Oh my goodness, this is dangerous. Yeah, see the retro Harley colors. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. All right, let me get in here, find out what we're going to do next, right? And this is such a cool dealership, but you can tell, to change a season. If you look here. All right, what the heck is this? Do I even want to know? Do I even want to know what that is? Probably not. I mean, is that the new? Is this the new CVO? So they make moonshine horsepower. Look at that. So this guy has, look at this. That's pretty cool. This person modded this. I mean, I have no idea. All right. Let's get in here and see what's going on. But look, it changed the season, but how are these guys doing? They got Elite Dealer of 2020. And still have that. Danger, danger, danger. All right, leaving the Harley dealership and didn't buy nothing. Amazing, right? Well, I bought some clothes. Bought some goodies, shirts and all. Those gentlemen were here last time I was here. That's funny. And yeah, the conversations, the Harley Davidson conversations now. And yeah, it's I tell you, man, everything's gotten so expensive. Yes, expensive. I mean, CVOs are now $4,000 more than they were, let's see here, 4 years ago. Yep. I mean, I think that's actually the low number on the non-limited. I bet you the limited CVO's probably gotten like 5. This is kind of crazy. I wonder how this thing's taking me. I don't understand. This is a whole different way of how I'm going back from last time. I guess it's because the road's all locked down. That's the only thing I can figure out. Yeah, it's only 2 hours. Going all back roads, scenic. Wow, isn't that crazy? And I have business up the road here, about 20 miles. You know, I guess about 20 miles from here. So it's not that radical. All the noise here. So yeah, it's good Lord, man. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's the way that dealership operates. If you want something, they don't take deposits. You know, they just don't play that game. It's you show up, you buy the bike, or you don't show up. Yes, I mean, which, you know, I mean, I respect that because there are so many people that do things and they just take their old merry old time to you know, I mean, no lie. I even asked him, I said, why do you take a deposit on a bike? And the gentleman was like, well, because what happens is when somebody puts a deposit on a bike, then their position is they own that bike. It's their bike and they'll do whatever the hell they want to do. Sorry for the foul language here, youngsters, but yeah, so what happens is the bike will come in, there'll be other people wanting the motorcycle, and they can't sell it because the person that's just taking their good old time to get down there to buy it won't come down, you know, and they'll be like, well, I'm going to deposit down on it, I just can't get down there right now, but I'll get down there. Then at the end of the day, they don't even buy the bike because you irritate them, or they come in and they change their mind on a different bike. And so, you know, so what he's saying to me is, you know, no way, they've done this too many times where, and I believe that because that happened on my Ford F-150 Lightning truck where, not mine, but there's a guy up there at Coons Baltimore Ford that ordered one, blue one, Atlas blue, and the guy sat on it and never ended up buying it, but he just sat on it for like a week or two, and I'm telling the dealership, like, how does that work? You know, the guy's got to either come and get it or let it go. So yeah, so the story of that is, boy, I tell you, pricey. I don't know. You know, for me, even as an individual motorhead I am, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't like that Street Glide special that I own. So, you know, I'd have to honestly say that, you know, first of all, they can't get a green one. So, the only thing they can get is an orange and black one. So, am I feeling the ultimate excitement, you know, right now? It's like, So I don't know. I'd have to say that the odds are, I don't think it'll play out. First of all, we don't know the damn thing's coming in, but secondly, it's going to be all about, you know, me now realizing I paid too much. I mean, here's the sad fact. Wrecking Crew got me, you know, on that bike. My Street Glide, now I'm understanding that, you know, Wrecking Crew, they marked that bike up. So they made the deal go down in their favor, I guess. I don't know. I mean, all sincereness, I don't know. I mean, I was just talking to guys back there, but I don't think they did. I think they actually took a lot off that bike. So for me, maybe you should watch my video from Wrecking Crew. It's nothing me. I'm trying to call you out because I think they discounted the bike, but I don't think. What I guess I'm conveying to you is I thought I got a bigger discount than they gave me. What they did is I think they took the markup off of it, then they took some money off of the MSRP, and then they got me the deal done. But when I was there that day, you know, the deal looked like to me like they took a lot of money off that bike. And that's why I looked at them like, no way, this is crazy that you're taking this much money off the bike. So that's I guess was what you're kind of feeling from me is, if had I known, I mean, up at the dealership there, I just left. they're showing my motorcycle for $30,997, so 31 grand. Well, down there in Tennessee, they charged me like 35 grand for that bike. Yeah, okay. So there's you know, 4 grand difference right there, if not 5. And then they discounted a lot, but that's what I'm saying. And, you know, now in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, well, you gave me a nice deal, but it wasn't the deal that I thought. You know, I mean, does it really matter in the end? It isn't that really that big a deal. It's just, it's like anybody knows, it's just when you're kind of presented something, you think one thing, and then when it's all said and done, something else kind of, you find out down the road. Remember I said about cheated? Get my glasses. Remember the conversation where, you know, we all feel we get cheated? Well, yeah, to a degree. For me, I'm thinking, hey, here's the dad. What's the dad? Check it out. Yeah, hey, Dad.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, I've got a big box. I got a big box here. It came to Airtel system that's...
Yeah, that box. Yeah, that box is from my Mustang GT500 Heritage Edition. Yeah, you want to keep that. So just keep. You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just keep that box in my room. Yeah, that's stuff I need to have because it goes with the car, but it doesn't make the difference of the car running. It's just more or less a package that shows what I bought and how it's a special car.
Okay, you're breaking up.
Yeah, what I'm saying, don't worry about it. Just put it in the bedroom.
Okay, all right. I'll do that.
Hey, what happened to the Buccaneers?
Well, they won.
Yeah, they blew them out.
Yeah, well, their defense showed up. That's what happened.
It wasn't even a game.
I know it, but I tell you, Brady is still one of the most accurate passers out there.
Yeah,
I tell you, it's incredible how he can just put that ball right on the numbers, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now, hey, did you watch any of my videos lately?
Yeah, I was watching one this morning about the power of women.
Okay.
I wondered where you got to be such an expert on so many things.
yeah. The blind. It's called the blind leading the blind, right?
No. I watched most of it. Then I had to go take care of things, and we had our house cleaner Abigail was here this morning, so I always have to kind of get ready for her, get things out, get things out of sight and all that.
Yeah.
She's a very strong lady. Of course, doing that house cleaning all the time, she would be, but she can talk, and I hesitate to leave her mother here alone with her because she'll just talk your mother into the ground.
Yeah.
I don't let her do that with me. I find a reason to walk away. But she loves to talk. But she's a good person, and she does very good work. She's very thorough and very industrious in the way she gets things done. But boy, she wore you out.
Yeah. So you like the video, The Power of Women?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I saw all of it, about 2 minutes of it. And that's when I had to get off of it because she showed up. Abigail showed up, so I had to go let her in and help her get all of her stuff together, cleaning supplies, vacuums, the mud cleaner and all that stuff.
Well, did you watch my video Back to the Future? Have you seen that one post yet?
I saw that. I was going to watch that next, but I haven't had a I haven't had a minute, Jerry, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's
Since
fine. That's fine.
yeah,
Not a big deal. I just wonder what's going on there, if you know what I mean.
yeah, well, just busy around here. That's all I can say. It's hard to.
Yeah, did Lee and Ted get back?
Like,
Did Lee and Ted get back safe and sound?
yeah, they got back about I think about 1:30 on what day was it? Sunday. Yeah, I guess Sunday afternoon. Yeah, yeah, but they got hung up in about a 4 or 5 hour traffic delay up. I think it was north of Atlanta, and it wasn't an accident. Apparently, some truck had dropped off some boxes there filled with hazardous material. This before, but he mistake. He admitted it. He said, in fact, he told the techs that worked on the boat,
Yeah.
that was all my fault.
Wow. Boy, did you record it? Did you record that?
I have mentally.
Wow. That's amazing.
David volunteered to pay for it, and I told him, no, we'll go 50-50, and just because he made the mistake.
Yeah.
It was a couple $100. But all they had to do was he left the ground when he replaced the battery. He left the main ground cable
Off.
attached.
Off or detached?
Yeah, unattached. He'd taken it
Yeah,
off.
right.
And he failed to realize that he didn't have that back on the battery terminal.
Wow.
I mean, there were four leads, and they just hum.
Yeah. What about
Too bad
what about the waterways? Many people out?
Oh, the water?
Were many people boating?
Oh no, no. I thought I saw. Like I said, I didn't send a picture, but no, we were out there at the island, and we were the only boat there with an anchor down. There were a couple boats that were just kind of trolling around, but we were the only boat there with an anchor down, and it was a beautiful day. It was blue sky, nice breeze, about 84 degrees. The water temperature was around 76 or 78. So, and the water was, I really felt like there'd be a lot of debris in the water, but it wasn't that way at all.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
Yeah. Uh, Wait a minute, who's this? Juliet. And hold on.
There you go. There's my dad. Technology, right? Yeah. Technology. I remember my dad. My dad worked in the telephone industry. Worked for AT&T, Western Electric, GE, and I can Sprint. I can remember. I remember like in 1970 or 71, maybe in 1969. I swore he drove home in a Mustang, and he had this big like shoebox, and it was like a cell phone. This is like back in like the late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, I swear that in fact, if he's on the phone right now, I'd ask him that to kind of verify that, And so yeah, technology, communication, right. All right, let's see if he calls back. We'll talk about that, right? Oh, the beauty of living in traffic. You can't beat it in this DC, Baltimore area. Just all you do is live in traffic. That's all I do. If you follow me around, oh boy. Yeah, Dad called and just talking about how I got the boat, had some electrical problems, and good news is they got that fixed. Yeah, the boat got damaged when they were putting on the rack, and that got fixed. So I guess things are good down there. Thank goodness. As I can, The Harley conversations? Yeah, I don't know. Just for me, I don't know. That's the type of thing where, that's what I say. A lot of times I don't share information because I don't come to closure what makes any sense, if you know what I mean. I kind of like picking up the used stuff where somebody else has already modded the heck out of the vehicle and I get to write off their expenses that they spent. That makes it so it's a better deal for me. Yeah, I mean, I'd find a nice, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you set it out long enough, I'd find a nice used CVO Road Glide down the road. Some guy probably did work too on it, and there you go. Never know. Just never know. Hey, I can get back until 5 o'clock. Got a busy game day tomorrow, I'll tell you. Just got a lot going on. It's a good thing, right? Yeah, it's a good thing. Oh, getting closer to home. Nice, pretty views here, the mountains. What another nice day, right? What's been accomplished today, right? Living in the future. Isn't that what we do? We all think about tomorrow. It's kind of how we operate. Yeah, you're thinking about what's the next big thing that's going to happen? Yeah, I'm with you on that, but yeah, for me, yeah, who the heck knows with me? Can't tell all the little secrets, can I? Anyways, kind of wrapping up here, getting late in the day, been a long day, a lot of work, a lot of more things to do, and just kind of figured I'd share my Maverick time. And you know, this is 29.1 miles per gallon. This is definitely a solid 29 mile per gallon vehicle. It's definitely 30 mile per gallon if you can just ride the highway, which for me, I'm all over the place, as you can notice if you ride around with me. And yeah, for me, yeah, what's the next adventure, right? It just doesn't end, does it? I mean, think about this. Could I hit 30 purchases this year? Let's just say for the heck of it, I bought a CVO Harley. That'd have to be 25 or 26. If I buy the F-150 Lightning, that'd have to be 26 or 27. Yeah. Yeah, then I'm borderline forced to go buy a few more things to hit 30. Or do I call it a day where I average buying 2 vehicles per month? But the thing is, you know, it's more like I think I've bought like 4 or 5 vehicles in 1 month. Then I had a timeout. Definitely had a timeout in the June, July, well, the July area because I was down in Florida. Besides the Maverick, right? And besides what I buy right before I went to Florida, I can't keep track. Can you keep track? Or if anybody knows that really follows me, how many vehicles actually have I purchased this year? I'd be curious if anybody could actually figure it out. You'd have to go through, I don't know, January through now, October. But for October, you know, here I'm already got a, you know, I don't think I bought anything in October, did I? I don't even know. I don't think I have. Right? Yeah, I think October has been no. Yeah, so far for no. This is funny. It sounds like a car dealership. So far for October, no sales. September, I had sales. October, nothing yet. Right? Pretty sure I'm accurate on that. Yeah, or am I? I don't know, man. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Major, tractor trailer rolled over. Came off that off-ramp. Look at that. Yep, that guy's not having a very good day, is he? Nope. And all that traffic over there, it's all screwed up. I mean, big time. So, there is a person having just a lousy day. Yeah, you know, how does that play out? You know, my thoughts are distraction. I wasn't aware. I should awareness factor. That's what it always is. Yeah, so anyways, so I think, like I say, I think I'll wrap it up for the day. For second video of the day, the ongoing future, Back to Future conversations, and now, do I or don't I? Do I trade my red Street Glide Harley and sell my Scout Bobber for the CVO? It'd have to be the orange and black Miss Dealer because they can't get the green. And that's the way I look at it. The green, I think, is the modern, more of the modern kind of, theme bike. The orange and black, I think it's so retro. You know what? I got to do some research on that. It's that retro color, but they claim in person that bike looks really good. But, for me, it's just like, oh my gosh, when does it stop? I'm with you. I get it. I know you've been watching my channel. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Really? And here's another danger thing. In that dealership, they had my former 2017 black and red CVO Street Glide, where a person, that would actually be the bike to buy. As far as the deal, somebody bought that bike, and it's the 114 motor. They didn't go to the 117 motor until 2018 CVO. But that 117 motor is just a whole different feel from the 114 motor. It's radically different. It is so different. That 117 motor is just so badass, to use the real, layman's term, between your legs. Oh my gosh, it's radically different than 114. So the guy that bought that, I call it the Batman look because it's a black and red setup, and the way the stripes are on it, and it's 114 motor, but the guy did a stage 4 kit on it, which means, now the engine's been built. It's basically a 117 motor, but it's not a factory 117. But here's the thing: the bike's got 6,000 miles on it, and it's actually a really good deal. But the black and red, I'm just not that excited about it. I'm just not real. I'm just not getting excited about it. And to give up my bike, but here's the thing: it's a great deal. It would really be the smarter purchase as far as just picking up a nice used CVO, where I guarantee the person has 10 grand in this bike. So, for me, it's a $32,000 motorcycle. They discount it. Trying to move it, get it out of there before the winter sets in. And that bike, brand new, was about 38 or 39. And it was basically like 39 grand. So that person, they're into that bike for $50,000. So if I picked that bike up for 32 grand, that would be a heck of a deal. Realistically. But it's the pain theme. I just am not, I just had it. Here we go again. You buy back what you sold. But in this situation, no, I bought back a really, badass bike. Yep. Who the hell knows? I get this fixation on something, and then eventually I'm just like, it ain't worth it. That does happen. I know some people think that doesn't happen, but it does. I kind of just run. It's like the virus. Run through the bug and got to get it out of my system. You know what I mean? But who knows? Yeah, that red and black one. Yeah. Now I'm thinking. Yeah, here, see, the wheels are turning. So the danger would be to hear a thing, but my Street Glide is just so nice. But why? You know what I mean? Why? Why would you do it? Why? Well, it's a CVO. So here I'm convincing myself, right? Yeah, live in the future. Live in the future. Remember the story? Yeah. Anyways, all right, that's good enough. Who the heck knows? I have no idea. Got too many other things going on, really, to really get too fixated on that. Sure, right. Sure, Iceman. Some more stories. When I'm making a 45 minute video, or I cut it into pieces where it's a 20-30 minute video, and then I make another 20-30 minute video. Who knows? So got the speedsters today. Let them all go by. Get people, get 90 mile an hour riding people. It's incredible. Ride down the roads. I told you before, man. You go speed limit, you get run over. So that guy's at about 85 right there. Just get out of my way. And that's all, you know. So that's a roll the coal roll, blah, blah, blah. Go for it. It's the temperature. The only thing that, yeah, okay. 74, beautiful day. All right, call it a day. Thanks for watching my Ice Age TV. Hopefully this video gives you ideas. Yeah, it just gives you ideas, right? What's the idea now, right? Yeah. Back to the future. If we all could go back to the future, right? What would you change? What would you do differently? I know one thing. I would have invested in Amazon stock, Tesla's stock. I mean, I just know there's so many stock options that I would have Amazon, you know, I mean, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I would have done. If I could go back to the future, I'd have taken my monies that I made and I would have invested in those stocks. Hello, that would be pretty cool. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my channel, and everybody be safe, God bless, and stay tuned for more conversations and adventures. And there goes the kid. There she goes. She's got a hot date. Yikes, as the parent, yikes. Right? See the jacket I got her? Got some pretty cool stuff there at the Harley dealer. Oh, yeah, what am I doing now? So I called Wrecking Crew. Yeah, and stay tuned.